Hello and welcome to the free YouTube edition of my Learn the Complete OKR Management System video course. You'll find this course, if you look on one of the biggest online learning platforms, you'll also find this course there. It's a paid course there. It's really cheap because their system has very low prices. So you can find it there and you can buy it there, and you might find that easier to use than YouTube playlists. It's only in the order of tens of euros. So it's quite cheap there. And if you have a business account with that, you might just get it for free anyway. So please do go there if you are using one of the big online learning platforms, you may find it there. But in the meantime, what I've done is I've decided to set this up as a free course because I'd like more people to get access to it. I have found there have been 661, I think 651 students who've done this course over the past 6 months or so. It's been maybe a little longer than 6 months. And of course, I've had hundreds of people individually that go through my programs with my consulting review work. This is the way I teach most of my clients. I have since I made this course, I have evolved it. I've also shaved my head and bought some new books. But so some things have changed about the way I work. But the course is basically similar to what I teach my clients these days. So you'll find this useful. The way this course works, it's broken into 9 sections. The first 2 sections are kind of introductory. The first section is basically about what pain points, what goes wrong with current management systems. The second section is examples of good management systems. Now these sections, or I think in the video titles, they're called lessons. They've got a couple of videos each. So you have lesson 1, there'll be 4 videos in that section. Lesson 2, there's 3 videos in that section. Then we get into the meat, which is the introduction to the 5 components of the OKR management system. That's lesson 3. And then the following 5 lessons, lessons 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, because I can count, I go through those 5 components. And the way I've presented this in this course is the first component is about objectives and how to set objectives and why you're setting objectives. The second one is about key results. It's a little longer and it goes into the details of how to set key results and some examples. And in each section, each lesson, by the way, has an exercise video. So you'll find an exercise to do. The third part, which is lesson 5, I think, I'm not counting correctly now. I boasted about how I can count, now I can't. But in the 5th section of that, you should see the planning habit. And that's all about, and my clients, by the way, have found the planning habit and the one-page plan to be one of the most valuable parts of how I present OKRs. It's much more than just OKRs. We also go through the whole system around how to use them, and planning habit is critical in how to use them. So there's about, I think there's 5 or 6 videos in that section. And then the execution cadence is how to use them once you've set them, and once you've set your plan, how to use them in practice on a weekly basis to get things done. And then there's the final section on the OKR cycle, which is how to put this cycle together into a series of quarters that get work done, and how to link them together, and how to run that review and all of those sorts of things. So that's an overview of the course. At the end, there's a bonus section on how else I can help you. But briefly, if you're interested, I'm happy if you want to contact me. I will, in fact, what I'll do right now is I'll put it on the screen here. I'll make a screen thing that says, here's my LinkedIn. So you can use this here, and you can go to my LinkedIn, and you can contact me there, or you can also go to my website. This is this one here, and you can find me there, and you'll find all sorts of information about what I do. I work for companies, I work with executive teams of companies, I work with individuals as a coach, and I'm currently in the process of setting up a cohort course, which will cover quite a lot of this information here in a slightly different form. So if you're interested in that, please do contact me using these details here, or my LinkedIn, as I said. But in the meantime, I hope you find this course valuable. You can navigate it using the standard YouTube playlists. I haven't set this up specially. It's just a playlist. Just go through the playlist and you'll find everything there. Skip ahead as you wish, skip back as you wish. Please comment and ask questions. I will respond to the questions. And please do share this with your friends, especially if you find any particular sessions useful. You will find in there specific areas that are probably quite useful. So I hope you have a great time. Hope you enjoy this. Hope you find it valuable. I'd love to hear from you if you do. In the meantime, have a great week and scale well.